Some of you don't even realize that your story isn't finished yet. There's a chapter left unwritten, a dream left untouched, a battle left unfought. You need to go back to where you left off, but this time with a new fire inside you. Go back to the gym with a stronger mindset. Go back to the drawing board with fresh ideas. Go back to the business with renewed determination. Go back to the relationship with wisdom and growth. Go back to the struggle, to the pain, to the fire that once burned you because you have unfinished business. And here's the truth. All you have to do is show up, but not as the person who left. Show up with a new game plan, a sharper focus, and the unshakable belief that this time you will finish what you started. You have unfinished business. You have work to do. And how you see this moment will define your future. Perspective changes everything. So hear me loud and clear. Your past is unchangeable, but your mindset about it is in your control. You have to see this differently.
Stop complaining about the breakup. It didn't break you. It freed you. Stop dwelling on the job loss. It didn't end you. It pushed you towards something greater. Stop resenting the failures. They weren't failures. They were lessons. Your viewpoint is your power. So to every setback, say thank you. Thank you for breaking me down, because now I am rebuilding stronger. Thank you for pushing me out of my comfort zone, because now I am growing into my potential. Thank you for showing me who I am when everything was stripped away, because now I know what I'm truly made of. I'm not bitter, I'm better. And that's the difference between those who win and those who don't. Perspective is the game changer. Now go, finish your business.
Everybody wants increase and abundance and lifestyle change and new zip codes and new area codes. But you only read once a week and you only work out once or twice a month. And so the reason why you don't have what it is that you see, the reason why what's in your head is not in your hands, it's not your reality, it's because your perspective opposes your potential. You don't have it because you don't see the value in it. If you believe you've been called to be the difference maker, the game changer, the disruptor, the person that comes into a room and commands the atmosphere, if you believe you've been called to be necessary and not grossly irrelevant, then everything you do, everything you see, everything rises and falls on your perspective, your perception, your viewpoint. How do you see this thing? What happens when your perspective, your perception, diametrically opposes your reality? If you're going to give and grow and evolve and attain and become, everything rises and falls on your viewpoint. Show me somebody that hates to work out, and I'll show you a man that almost lost his life. And the doctor said, if you don't work out, you'll die. One season is cumbersome, one season as a problem. Another one sees it as a privilege. He sees it as his second chance, his new lease on life that I have to work out. I get to work out. I get a chance to live a little longer. So one person sees the gym as a prison, and another person sees the gym as a passport. One man came within inches of losing his life, and another man has never come within 100 miles of losing his life. And he only works out twice a month, and somebody else works out 4 or 5 times a week. The reason why you only do it once or twice a month is because you don't see the value. Your viewpoint is either your advantage or your assassin. Your viewpoint will either get you going or get you killed. We see a storm, we see rain, and we think depression. We think I can't do anything instead of thinking grass can't grow without rain. Roses don't bloom without rain. Number one, there's one thing I need you to stop saying, and that is, I should do something. That perspective, that viewpoint, that ideology, that philosophy, that mindset is going to get you bankrupt. I should start this. I should stop that. I should forgive. I should you don't get what you should, you get what you must have. I must work out X amount of times a week. I must forgive. I must evolve. I must become. I must retain. I must grow. I must live. I must evolve. I must go to the next level. I must live in this type of house. I must drive this type of car. I don't care how bad you think the shoes are that you are wearing. There was another man in this world who would kill to walk a mile in the pain. Hair that you wear, Marcus. What does this mean? This means that what you are complaining about, what you hate, what you can't stand, what you want to walk out of, what you want to give up on, there is somebody out there that would die to be in your position. And so, here's what I need you to ask yourself. Is this problem an issue, or is it an opportunity? Some of you all you've been waiting for your whole life was an opportunity. What if losing your job was the opportunity? What if the divorce is an opportunity? What if the bankruptcy is an opportunity? What if the one you love was an opportunity for you to reconnect with somebody and forgive them? I need you to see the bigger picture. I need you to have a little gratitude. You need to learn how to smile. You need to work out. I know you hate the gym. I know you hate to lift weights. I know you hate cardio. I know you don't like drinking water. I know you don't like taking care of your temple. You think it's the hardest thing to do in the world, to commit. But there is somebody who's in the grave today, and if they had another opportunity to live, they would enthusiastically, with great confidence and courage and consistency, do what you hate just to live a little longer. Find the positive. See the bigger picture. Guard your gratitude, the trial, the tribulation, the adversity. The giant is not your assassin. The giant is your opportunity. Are you going to complain in the face of conflict, or are you going to seize the opportunity? I don't care what it is that you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to give, how you're trying to evolve, what you are looking to become. Everything rises and falls on your perspective. I stopped complaining about the jealousy and the envy and the backbiting and the person that gave up on you and the person that wasn't present and the person that lied to you and the person that attempted to manipulate and control. I'm not weary. I'm wiser. I'm not toxic. I'm triumphant. I see this thing differently. This season that you've entered into did not come to break you. It came to build you into the man or woman God has destined you to be. Change your perspective.
There's a reason why they say see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you don't see that light, you risk losing yourself. You risk breaking under the weight of your struggles. You will snap if you can't see beyond this moment. The challenge for so many of us is learning to look past our current pain and focus on the future that's waiting for us. Perspective is the kid can turn obstacles into stepping stones and make the impossible possible.
You cannot change what has already happened, but you can change the way you see it. The truth is, no problem can be solved from the same level of thinking that created it. The size of your problems is determined by how you perceive them. Shift your perspective, and what once seemed overwhelming will shrink into insignificance. Some problems will no longer exist at all. They will reveal themselves as opportunities in disguise. The right perspective isn't just an advantage, it's a weapon. It's the tool you need to reshape your reality. Knowledge alone won't sustain you. Motivation alone won't keep you moving forward. But perspective, that's what gives you the endurance to keep going when everything else is telling you to quit. How will you see the rest of today? Because the way you see today will shape how you see the rest of your life. You have the power to shift your mindset. You have the power to rewrite your story. Change your perspective, and you change your future. Many of you listening right now have unfinished business. There is a dream you walked away from, an idea you left behind, a goal you convinced yourself was out of reach. But you have an appointment with destiny. You have work to do. It's time to go back, not with the same mindset that made you quit, but with a new perspective. Because here's the truth. Your viewpoint shapes your reality. The way you think controls the way you speak. And the way you speak controls the world you create. If you're stuck in the same negative patterns, it's because you've been seeing things the same way for too long. If you want to become more, you have to start thinking differently. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants freedom. Everybody wants to reach the next level. But listen to me, you will not step into a new season of your life carrying the same old perspective. You must change the way you see things. Because when you do, you'll realize something incredible. The impossible has always been possible. You just needed the right perspective to see it.